Hey guys, welcome back to CFOP Cubing, and today I'm going to be trying to solve this very strange puzzle. It looks very complicated, so let's get into it. Before I start, real quick, I'm going to show you how it turns. So the corners can turn like this, but if you line them all up in a certain way, you can actually cut it in half. Yeah, it's really scary. I don't know how this challenge is going to turn out, but let's try it. So I'm just going to try to close all these up and see which things might be the best things to start with. I think I'm going to start by pairing up these corners up with two correct edges, and then if I need to slice something, then I can just slice the remaining one. So we've got this corner here, and then here's an edge that needs to can go over there, but I don't know how. I guess that should line it up. This one's solved, so I'm going to preserve that. And there we go, now this is solved. I'm going to look for a blue and red one or a blue and white one. Here's a blue and white one, although it's going to need to be on every other one, because if I just bring this over, it's not going to bring it over. It's going to just bring this top part over, so it needs to be on this one, if there is one. So I'll bring this over like that, and I'm going to open up this spot. Slide that in. There we go. Okay, so there's one that's completely has two of the edges solved. Oh boy, so look at this. We have one fully solved corner, which I don't think is going to really help us that much right now, because to move this around, we're going to have to break it up. But everything else has two edges that are solved. I don't really know if the next step is just to solve them fully or to get them in the right spot. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of stumped. I don't really know where to go from here. You know, I heard this cube was a lot like a Skewb, which I was like, no way, because it's just the corners turn, and these corners do not turn. While this one turns like this, which I was saying it doesn't turn like that, but actually it does. If you line up these edges correctly, then they actually do turn like that. It turns like this, which is the equivalent to a Skewb turning like this, if you can see. Alright, so I got these corners in the right spot. I bring this up like this. I guess we can do this. We've got this white side, it has the center, and then it has these correct corners. I don't know if I just like turn this like a Skewb and get all of the corners and the centers in the right spot, maybe the edges will solve themselves, but I kind of doubt that. I think the most important thing is to get this yellow on here so it's opposite of white, so that's what I'm going to do. Ah, dang, by doing that though, I'm actually getting one of the edges, or one of the corners, and taking it out of the spot that it was originally. Well, we're back to square one. Let's take a different approach this time. I'm just not going to worry about any of the edges and breaking them up and getting them in the right spot. I'm just going to take these centers and put them in the right spot and put the corners in the right spot. So here are all the corners in the right spot, but we do not have all the centers in the right spot. I'm going to try and get the centers in the right spot this time and then do the corners. I don't know how well that's going to work. It doesn't seem to work in theory, but I'm going to see. No, they're so close, but just like one of these centers need to just swap. Is it possible just to swap two centers? Am I doing this right? Oh, yes, there we go. So we've got white here and yellow on the opposite, and then we've got blue, orange, green, red. So the centers are in the right spot. And the only way to move corners is to mess up the centers. I don't really know what that means. I guess just more fiddle. Dang it. Oh, wait a minute. If you look at this Skewb, which is currently not solved at the moment, and I go like this, it's like a sledgehammer, and I try that on this, it actually works. So this actually does seem a lot like a Skewb. So let's just see if I can actually get Skewb algs to work. So I'll start by solving the corners like you do in a Skewb, and then you want to get the yellow on top. So to do that, you face the opposite direction, you do a sledgehammer, and you go around and you do another sledgehammer. And that works, it looks like. Wait, did that do it? Everything? What? Oh my goodness, it works. So now everything is in proportion, and now all we have to do is do the edges. So now the hard thing is actually making the edges work without messing up everything, because I don't really see how that's possible. I have one idea though, so I'm gonna try it and see what happens. So we've got this edge here, and I'm going to bring it over here. So if I line these up, then I can bring this edge over here, put in a different edge, bring it back, and now everything is preserved, hopefully. Yeah, everything's preserved, but that edge is just now solved. Okay, now here's an idea. I'm going to take this edge and put it over here. Now the way to do that is I think we can just take this, bring it over here, take it out, and bring it back. So now this is just normal. Oh, look at that, solve that. Now we're going to put this over here and bring it back by twisting this and taking it back like that. There we go, everything should be solved, and there are more edges solved. Okay, I'm going to solve these corners again and see what else needs to be done. So it looks like it is getting a lot closer to being solved. We just have a few more edges. This one doesn't have any that are done. So let's actually do this one. Okay, this corner looks like it's solved, so I'm just going to put this solved, and I'm actually going to put all of these ones done. See what else needs to be done. Okay, now I'm thinking I have 2 of these edges solved, and I want to bring this edge over here to solve it, but I can't replace it with any unsolved ones. And that's the thing that I was talking about, how like I don't know how that's going to work. So since we already have 2 down, it doesn't look like it's going to be very easy, but I think it's still possible if maybe, just maybe, I was able to take an unsolved one. No, you know, maybe I'll try it. I'll take this unsolved one, put one of these in, place it with this, bring this back. Actually, I'd have to switch this out. Bring this back, and then bring this one back. No, it doesn't look like that did anything at all. Alright, we are getting very close, but this is the part that I'm most scared of, because I have no idea how this is going to work. I feel like we're at the spot now where every edge, actually now, every unsolved edge is in this cycle, and just splitting it up solves all of the edges. Now that officially solves them all, but the problem is that now everything is not aligned. Everything needs to be aligned, because if I, for instance, solved everything, and then I just put all of these corners back, you'll see that these are not in the right spot, like the centers are not in the right spot. Blue needs to be here, and the only way to fix that is to unsolve some things. So let's see. Let's see if there's any 2 pieces that we can swap. So like this one can be swapped with this one, but this edge cannot come back and be solved. So I'm going to see if there's anything that is like that, which I don't think there is. I'm going to just try something. I don't really know what I did there, but it seems like it solved everything but 3 edges, which means if I just do that same thing again, I might be able to solve the next 3. Now, I don't really know what I did. I'll try and explain it here. So I think I took and put a solved block in. So for instance, this needs to go over here. So I'm going to put a solved one in and bring it back. Actually, yeah, I'm going to bring it back like this. Then I'm going to bring this forward and bring that up. And that solves that. But it leaves this one, so I'm going to bring this up, bring this over, bring this back. What? Oh my goodness. It is solved. We got it in like just under 40 minutes. Wow. Okay, so I guess the steps that I took to solve it were just to start by solving it like a Skewb. So like just taking a Skewb and solving it by getting things in the right spot. So solving these corners and then getting, I guess solve these corners too, which I believe I did, like that. And then you're going to get this yellow on the top. And after that, then you're just going to solve everything else. Just happen to be solved here. But then the next part, which is a little bit harder, is the edges, which I think I did by switching them back and forth, like bringing them over, like sliding it up, switching it with something, and then bringing it back. And that preserved the centers and the corners, but it just shifted around the edges. And at the very end, I found this weird technique that I still don't really understand. I might need to study that a little bit. I just like put in an unsolved one, and then I swapped it out, and then I swapped it again, like 3 times or 4 times, and it eventually solved it somehow. So that is really cool. This is the Polaris cube. We actually solved the Polaris cube. And since we did it, that's it. That's all this video has to offer. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click that like button if you really liked to watch me struggle on this thing, and subscribe if you want some more content from me. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.